Hey everybody, welcome back to Sacred Raven. Okay, how's the Scorpio full moon treating you? I'm Jamie. I'm your intuitive, soul work intuitive, and your spiritual coach. And we're doing a Scorpio full moon video, okay? We're going to see what comes out because, well, I just got done doing my Under the Metaphysical Moon series, right? And I do that over at Facebook. I'll put that in the description box if you want to watch it. I did a read. I did a reading. It was really powerful. I'm sure you guys are feeling the energies of this. Okay, not today, but Friday. Okay, to about 24 to 36 hours before the actual full moon yesterday, when it rose at 2:11 p.m. 2:11. Very nice, huh? It was intense. I was going through some weird process, and I was really tired and strangely anxious, and it was definitely stuff purging up. And I took a nap. I laid down. I had some intense, vivid dreams. I had more yesterday morning as well. It was crazy. It was crazy. Whew. And by the evening time, I felt a lot better. I was very calm and relaxed. But earlier that day, I just felt this weird sense of doom. It was just strange. And I was having like this inner battle about my path forward and how I wanted it to look and if I should take it, and a lot of childhood beliefs and things that are dear to the family and myself that don't coincide so much. I mean, I can make it do that. I'm very unorthodox and eccentric and unusual. I'm a Gemini, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rise, with a heavy Libra influence, okay, because it was 4:12 p.m. when I was born. Scorpio rose at about 4. So Libra is really on there, and I feel Libra energy is strong, okay? I relate quite a bit. And the Uranus and Scorpio, right? And then they're in the first house, all that stuff, and the Scorpio node. On top of that, I have my Mercury's in Taurus, and Mercury's in Taurus this month as well as Venus, right? That's my guy has his Taurus placement. He's in Aries and Sag moon, Pisces rising. And I notice a lot of you guys have the same energies that we have. They're just in different, they manifest themselves differently, right? You might have a couple of the signs I have in your chart in different spots, and then it's like some of his elsewhere in your chart, in your guys, right? And we might be dealing with situations that mirror certain energies that are either within our chart or that is reflected in our own lives. But I've noticed everybody's got the same energies. They're just manifested in different areas. So we're all feeling this. We're all going through this weird purge. And on the worldwide scale, expect a lot of things to happen. Now, I wasn't surprised when we saw some of the spiritual warfare tactics. There's some really dark people, okay? They worship the low vibrational energies of Saturn. This is where Saturnalia and other things come from. They are like black magicians. So they know these concepts and these things very, very well, and they love ritual, and they pay very close attention to the seasons and the numbers and, you know, like the numerology of things and such, and the astrology. But they do it for purposes that pervert and to cause strong delusion among everybody, a mass hypnosis. And only people who are the strong-minded, like those of you, many of you, and those of us who are taking upon ourselves to be leaders in the spiritual sense in some way or another, whether it's a mentor or a coach or a teacher, a healer, right? Speaker, writer, whatever it is. I call it being a spiritual influencer. Okay? This is the name of my upcoming program. Now, we're going to see more of this, okay? We're going to see a lot more of this, especially right now where we're getting all these strong energy purges. Now, the earth is feeling it too. Now, remember, we're all one. So it's like what scripture says, you know, when the sins of the earth just get so large that they reach out to the heavens, then things are really going to... Because what happens here reverberates outward, okay? And the earth feels it. The oceans, the animal life, the oceans are giving up all the animal life right now in mass, like mass quantities. And it's painful. There's also so much pollution and garbage in the oceans, and the earth is feeling our pain, our trauma, and we're going through this trauma process on purpose. They know how to work the mind. You know, we're built for love, every one of us. When you witness a kind act, your immune system goes up. There's a reason for that, because you're built for only joy, for love, and the vibrations of it, and to witness beautiful things and enjoyable things and kind things and loving things. We're not supposed to be around things that are traumatizing and violent and hurtful and painful and sad, gruesome and full of grief. Which, by the way, is my area. So if you find yourself going through this existential crisis, this deep, dark night of the soul, this spiritual awakening, this kind of transformation that's got you all over the place, I'm your lady. That's my strongest area. So if you need help coaching in that area, or if you just need some understanding, some clarity, and you need somebody to talk to, and nobody's going to understand this mess, I'm your woman, okay? We can do with or without an intuitive read, just to let you know. I do want you guys to catch that reading and that talk I did on Facebook tonight about the full moon, if you can catch that. That's at facebook.com/sacredambitions, okay? And I'll have a new podcast coming out this week. And this is where we're going to go through a lot of the spiritual warfare, the stuff happening on the world scene, this matrix that we're all in, to wake us up, but also to uplift us. Lots of spiritual empowerment, truths, where the planets are going, and the energies that it's providing for us here to help lift us in certain areas, or always look at certain areas, or what to watch out for as well. And also this divine love connections. Okay, this twin flame soulmate connections. And its relation to you guys who are empathic. Because I'm really concerned about you guys in these relationships because of your codependency. And I've been there. I know all about codependency, narcissistic abuse recovery, the whole nine. Okay? Building your self-love. So once again, if you're needing help in those areas, if you're lost, okay, and you want a sense of direction, we can talk. I'm putting together the Life Purpose Program. Poised for Purpose, right? I think it's going to be pretty awesome for this sexy and self-made spiritual woman. But you empaths, you soulful, beautiful sensitives are going through some, you know, it's just emotionally, it beats you up. And I want for you all to be able to handle these relationships without being left like the Nine of Swords, right? Just stabbed the hell up, left for dead, left bleeding, just without hope. No, I want to see you strong and liberated with true emotional freedom and healing and financial freedom, so that you're not stuck relying on anybody else but your own self. It's your own self, and you don't need anybody for anything, right? You can go on your spiritual pilgrimages. You can maybe build an even bigger business or whatever it is. That's what I want for you, and that's what you're going to get from me. That's what I want to push you, okay? So you're going to learn all those things that I had already gone through. And so I'm going to spare you the misery. And so this reading right now, this Scorpio full moon energy, this is about becoming powerful. This is about becoming somebody new. This is a new you. This is something people haven't seen in you. And you're ready to come out. It's like you're coming out of the closet. Okay? We all have a closet. And this is the moment to bring it out without fear, to be authentically you, beautifully you in every sense of the word, without fear. Leaving that fear behind, being fearless. Stepping up to be a transformational leader. Okay? Not just a wiped out, wounded healer. The soul work and the shadow work is intense right now. Okay, the shadow work is really big. It's asking us to really look inside. Time for deep self-reflection. Letting go finally of all that old crap, that old gunk, and moving on. That love, either they're going to open up and work with you, or it's time to go, because you have yourself. And that's why it's so important at the Taurus new moon that we got into that idea and really dug deep into security, where you find it, where it lies with you. Because if it's not inside of you, you have nothing. If you were stripped of everything right now, what would you have? You need to find healing within yourself, find your self-security, your self-love, your self-respect, your dignity, okay? Your humility and your vulnerability, of course. But that's what this new moon, or this full moon, I'm sorry, is all about. The Scorpio full moon. It's a blue moon, right? As you know, they don't often come. They come around when we have more than the two in that particular season or cycle. It's also called, I believe, the flower moon, which is really interesting. And so I want to take a look at what this reading is going to give us right now. So if you're here, this is definitely for you. This message, this whole entire message is for you. It's directed at you, and it's because you specifically needed to hear it, because you are being called to bring out that inner goddess, okay? To take that knowledge and that experience that you have gained in life and put it out in the world. Okay? You're somebody's mentor, somebody's teacher, somebody's tutor, somebody's coach, somebody's consultant. Somebody needs you. Don't worry if there might be another or a few others doing something similar. You're going to develop a tribe that's attracted to you and you only and specifically, okay? Your set of circumstances and the variety of them mixed with your personal magnetism and your own personality and the things that you've learned is makes it completely different, especially with your set of spiritual gifts. Nobody has the same set. We're all different. Our DNA is one that has never been before and never will be again. So you are very special. Very, very special. Okay? This is an exciting time. Are you ready? Did you take your spiritual baths? I did, especially after yesterday and going through that, and these vivid, wild dreams. I definitely did my salt bath. I had my Himalayan salts, my charcoal salts with the grapefruit. I used the night. Maybe if I can remember, I'll put these in the description box. I've got 10 of them. And they're all in, some sage and other various ones. I did lavender and chamomile in my bath with the Himalayan salt, of course. You can get them at Walgreens or whatever. That's where I got mine. Florida water. I got this, and it came with 2 bars of soap to match it. It's so cute. They're wrapped like this. I mix this up with a little water mixture, so I usually will spray like that myself, and right before I do the reading, clears the air, nice and clean. My skin is soft like a baby. Okay, it washes away everything that's within your energy. Okay, anything you might have picked up, any gunk. And drinking lots of water right about now with lemon, right? Maybe basil leaf. And detox teas, water-based food. Do all of this. This is going to enhance and open up your intuition strong. It's going to, well, you're going to lose a few pounds. It's going to be easier for you to digest your food and get it out of your body so the toxins don't linger. And it's going to clean your system and give your body and your organs a rest, right? So this is also what adds to longevity. That's why even scripture will say, how important it is every season that we flush and then start eating the foods according to the season, or even better, according to how you are affected by the season, right? And your body type, your personality type. Having a lot of Scorpio, I'm not surprised that it suggests a lot of dark, purpley, dark red, maroon style like foods and fruits and vegetables. Those are all my favorites. I love wildberry, blackberry, boysenberry, raspberry. Those berries, which are really good for you if you happen to be a Scorpio. Good luck during these few days, because we're going to feel these effects for the next few days, and it's going to carry over. So whatever we're doing right now and the themes that we're experiencing is going to be carried over into the next few weeks, even months down. Okay, its influence will will shrink, but the stuff that we've done, the stuff that we dealt with, the themes of now is going to be still predominant. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Because I think I am. I'm going to light my sage. Okay. Which I love doing. I just love providing you guys with these readings. And if you're interested in a video reading or an audio reading for yourself, I'll put that in the description box. You can get a 15 to 30 minute video or audio. Or you can choose a full 1 hour one-on-one coaching session, and that's with or without the intuitive read. It's up to you. somebody who's experienced so much adversity and loss, losing my newborn daughter, being the eldest of 8 to a bipolar mother, being dragged all around the country, going from school to school to school, being in one relationship that ended traumatically, and he was very unfaithful and abusive and narcissistic. And then another relationship for the last 24 years in which my whole world went upside down a couple of years ago, and I found out some addictions he had, and Spirit was revealing it to me in psychic dreams, and that's how I ended back down this road in this way, right? It's incredible. I lost everything, lost several homes. We lost one home to a fire, including his brother in it. And I just lost one of my best friends, who was also my brother-in-law, that loved me dearly 2 years ago. My daughter at birth. That was intense. So I'm no stranger to grief, pain, hardship, adversity. But I'll tell you what, I always see a light at the end of the tunnel, and I always fight. I'll still be going to school, and I'll still be working and making my goals and still trying to make it happen, you know. And then trying to keep my spirit going by being connected to something higher than myself at all times, and staying awake and conscious of what's happening in the world around me on the outside. But self-love was one I had to learn, because I didn't really think of that, you know, and I had left so much of myself. I lost who I was. I was sad, unhappy, and empty. You need to have your self-love. It's number one, especially for you sensitives, okay? Scorpio moons, the digestive problems, the endocrine system problems, the sensitive nervous system problems, the hormonal problems, the menstruation problems, all of those things. I've experienced them hardcore. And I know precisely what you need to do to heal a lot of that stuff, or to maintain and control it, so that you have some semblance of a balance and peace of mind, mindfulness, all of that stuff. That's why I went hardcore into all of these life coaching courses, and I got my own coach I've been working with for a year. She's been amazing, an amazing woman, okay? Look her up. Her name is Abiola Abrams. She writes for Essence Magazine. She was a TV personality, but she found out how cutthroat and ugly that place could be. So that wasn't her. I don't blame her. But a coach will do you wonders. Everybody should have one. Everybody should have somebody who's there, ready to listen, ready to push you to be the best you, especially in those times you want to give up, and when you feel so alone and nobody understands it. Nobody. And even if they could, you know, they don't even act like they want to hear it, you know. And you might be feeling this way with your divine masculines. You know, they are listening in the way that they can, and they are having their awakening process in the way that they can. But it's not like you. It's going to take some time for that, in which patience, a lot of patience, is going to be called for. So, let's get into it, shall we? All right. We're going to start with Queen of the Moon deck. Okay? We're going to see what the crowning energies are during this time at the Scorpio full moon for May 18th, 2019. What do those who have landed upon this message need to know? Please, Spirit, give them the best message possible. Use me as a vessel to provide this message to them. What is it that they need? Ooh, okay, 2 fell. Almost had one with a guy, the man on it, the masculine. Ooh, snow moon. Wolf moon, hunger, purify. This is about your passions, purity in your passions. Cleansing yourself, detoxifying yourself, drinking lots of water. Get out near water. This is a perfect time to meditate near the ocean, at a beach, at a lake. Do your spiritual salt baths, like I was saying. Get mindful. Meditate. Follow that passion, that burning desire. You're being called. Life is calling many of you. This is your time, okay, to step up and allow the most beautiful, the strongest, most powerful side of yourself, okay, to come out, to be a leader, to be sexy, self-made, poised. Number 30 and 29. Interesting. This is 29 is also 11. And 30 is quite the spiritual number as well. Yeah, it's like you've initiated. You're feeling free. And your intuitive senses are gaining like super strength. Okay? Check it out. See how she's like feeling the flowers there. Wow. The passion that you feel for this romance, this either romance with spirit, this romance with this passion project or business, partnership, or this twin flame is huge, huge. And look how you feel about it. Like, you know, you have like this deep third eye sense about your lover, right? It's telepathic. Look how free you feel. You're allowing your inner child to come out. You're like dancing. Just surrendering to the divine, allowing it to happen. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay. Let's put this here. Purify, or purity. I'm sorry, purity. Wow, that makes sense. Yeah. Becoming like a child. Still, you need to be purified to allow your intuition to expand. And hunger. Make sure your motivations are pure and full of passion. Yes, because that's where the blessings will come in. Oop. Let's get this up here. Come on now. There we go. Hey. It gets opened up too much, so we'll close it a little. There we go. Boom, boom. All right, let's move on, shall we? Now, if this happens to cut off, I might have to do a part 2, because something about this doesn't like me doing longer videos, which is weird. Kind of scares me that it won't upload, so. All right. We're going to move on to the energy deck. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Spirit. What does my family here need to know? What messages do you have for those who are watching this video right now? About this Scorpio full moon in in May. Ooh, 2018. 2019, I'm sorry. 2019. Ooh, they spit out a lot. So let's... There's 4 of them. Let's see where I feel the energy strongest. Not here. It's this one. Ooh. A man holding a coin. 43, which is the 7. Very spiritual. Could be your twin flame, right? You rely on him for money, or he is a man with money. Or this is your masculine energy, having the passion to make this money. This abundance. Very earthy. Look at that illumination. Romance. Sensuality. What he's got to give you is very enticing. That's right. Very enticing. Woohoo! Mm-hmm. And he's handsome. You are very attracted to this one, you guys. I believe the sexual attraction is strong. Very strong. And if you get a little nookie during this Scorpio full moon, ooh, be careful. This is the pregnancy period. You're going to get pregnant. A lot of you are going to be pregnant. I'm telling you. Black rose for germination. Yeah. It's a seed planted in the belly. Or others of you are going to be planting seeds for the creation of something new. A new life, a new business, a new purpose. And the renewal of a new you that's coming out. And a new relationship. Some of you, your relationships are becoming renewed. Those of you who've been in really long ones. Your twin flame is changing. Okay, we ready? I'm wondering if I should. We're at 33 minutes. Or I should split the two. End this here and have you come to part 2. If you enjoyed this message so far and you want to know more, that might be best, so we can get this uploaded and I can start recording the next one. What do you say? Yeah, let's do that. We're going to end here, okay? Because we're going to go on to the Wisdom of Avalon, okay? The Psychic Oracle, Tarot Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle, Tarot of the Moors, and the Moonology. Okay? So I guess we'll do it like that, okay? I'll keep this one as the beginning, discussing the Scorpio energies and what you're feeling, what you might be going through, what to expect. We started out. We know what the major energies are. It's definitely about a man or something masculine, right? And sensual. And dealing with money, but also a deep hunger. And becoming purified, adding purity to yourself and your life. And to this work or love, whatever it is. So, I'm going to end here and see you at part 2. I love you. See you there.